Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube, and in today's video, folks, we're going to be talking about CKB. So let's get into this. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. First and foremost, if you did not catch my interview I had with Jordan Mack yesterday, I will drop a link in the description for you to check it out. Jordan and I basically talked the crypto markets for about 35 minutes. It's a good listen, man. Jordan is really a level guy. He really has his knowledge in check with the markets. He's been in crypto for a super long time, and he is helping build it. So wonderful personality to have on the show. So Jordan, if you are watching, thank you for coming on yesterday. Always a pleasure to have you. So when we look at CKB on the charts, we have a 12-hour chart pulled up, folks. Now we can see that price action is obeying this trend line here, which is phenomenal. CKB still has this gigantic bull flagpole. We still have control of this bull pennant. This could be, in my opinion, an amazing buying opportunity for CKB, which is trading at just above a penny. I can't fathom how CKB is still a penny. But with that said, we're going to throw up a little Fibonacci time sequence to see what we can kind of unravel here. See if maybe there is anything that we need to really be paying attention to. So when we measure this big swing high from all-time highs to crazy swing low that we got last July, it really indicates here that this could be a major reversal point. Simply because when we look back in hindsight, it was kind of calling the top here. It didn't get it exactly right. But hey, we're within 20, 30 days, of calling the top. And for the most part, the prices were about the same as here as they were here. So I'm not really concerned about that. In addition, we were within a couple days of calling the bottom here with this time sequence. So there could very well be a little shift in momentum here to move to the upside with CKB. There is another thing we need to really kind of take a peek at. And this is just something I noticed on the charts. And let's just get into this. But CKB right now is forming a little bit of a wedge pattern off of this little bare leg. And you guys can kind of see that it is kind of a falling wedge. Not a textbook falling wedge, but it's close enough. And this is usually a very bullish sign to see. Now we're going to throw up another Fibonacci time sequence to see what's up. Boom. What do we get? Pinpointed the exact day and time of a reversal here. Within a couple hours here, it predicted a reversal. So what I want you guys to do today at 11 p.m. Central Time, within a couple hours of 11 p.m. tonight, we might be looking to see CKB pull a little bounce maneuver. And that is what I'm thinking will happen. So if it does happen, we're going to need to get above this 50 moving average, and we're going to need to come up and touch this 200, which I think we might see CKB possibly come up to about this 0.0111-ish level, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I mean, things are looking halfway decent. I always love to see when prices, or when the 50 is really jockeying this 200 in this downward fashion, because I know when this 50 starts to straighten out, we're going to see price react to the upside. Now let's look at this on a daily chart too. A little higher, a little closer, and we can see that this Fibonacci time sequence is telling us that, hey, look for a reversal today, which makes sense because this thing is in a falling wedge. And so really, when we look at this on this daily chart, man, I am bullish on CKB because we might come back up to this 0.0115-ish level. But if we can really kind of prevail and start working our way through this Ichimoku cloud, we are going to go all the way up to about 0.0177. This would be tremendous. And here's the other thing. There is a very weak spot in the Ichimoku cloud coming up. So let's say CKB makes a stab at trying to pass through this Ichimoku cloud. Well, folks, we can come down a little bit and really get out of this Ichimoku cloud, in the form of some sort of Elliott wave theory move to the upside. So there is more bullish signs here than bearish, in my opinion. I do think that there is, this correction that happened. And this is a very nice ABCDE corrective wave. So it makes sense that April 15th, 11 p.m., we might get a little bit of a bounce, or we might see volatility increase. Now let's look at Bitcoin, folks, because all of this is going to be kind of crazy if we don't look at Bitcoin and see what it is up to. So here is Bitcoin right now, folks. In Bitcoin, I prepped this chart, but Bitcoin on the daily chart is in this phenomenal symmetrical triangle squeeze right now. We can see this because I've drawn this out. Now, what happened the last time we got new all-time highs? What happened? We have to look at, folks, what Bitcoin was doing. What type of patterns were present on this chart? Viola, a symmetrical triangle squeeze. How about that? So what's interesting, though, with this is we've got this crazy bull flagpole with the pennant, and now we have like another pennant that's showing up behind this one. So it is getting to be kind of an interesting play on the last year's price action of Bitcoin. So I do think that we might be gearing up to see Bitcoin make a run back to this 48,255-ish level. If it fails, I do think that right now, Bitcoin will pull a corrective move down to around the $32,000-ish level, because we've got a nasty bear leg with symmetrical triangle formation at the end of it. It's just what happened. And we can see that it wouldn't be that difficult for Bitcoin to lose this foothold. But now for the last 4 or 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, Bitcoin has been resisting dropping below this trend line. So is there good support? Well, we don't really exactly know, because we've got nothing but a bunch of spinning tops here. Tells us the bears are winning, but people are buying and selling both sides of the candle. So it is what it is. If we end up really taking off out of this triangle, we might see a move out of Bitcoin like this. And it really wouldn't surprise me if we saw Bitcoin maybe come up and hit 70,000. I know this sounds crazy. We're at 40,000, but it could very well come up and hit that $70,000 mark. Bear with me, folks. I promise this is going to be good. And so we could be seeing something like this, maybe up to like 70,000, somewhere in there. It's going to go to like right here. Would make sense. I mean, I don't think at this point in time Bitcoin is going to do anything crazy, but it wouldn't surprise me if we came up and kissed on that $70,000 mark. You can kind of even see that's the mark of this upper trend line here as well. So it's really a game of chance, folks. So I want you guys to understand that. Only invest the money that you can afford to lose. It's not going to financially impact you. Don't go crazy playing with options and all this other garbage, especially like writing options, things like that. So big shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, $3 a month. Get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. We'll see you on the next video.